Social Justice Goblin, welcome to the kitchen. So, I haven't done my videos in a while, and I'm sorry. I'm dealing with my mom, and, and life, and, anyways. So, and they're going to be sporadic while I'm dealing with my mom. So, I know I haven't done one since after seeing, I was going to do one about AEW, Dynamite. And AEW Dynamite, it was okay. I mean, the MJF versus Jungle Boy match, it was good. I mean, classic MJF stuff. I mean, he's like a fine wine. He's just going to get better with age, and you're just waiting for that next level of epicness. I mean, it didn't play as well live as it did on camera. Because when I saw Wardlow, because I couldn't figure out what Wardlow was doing, I didn't know he was giving him the ring to hit him with. And when I saw that on TV, because I watch live and then I watch it on Wrestling Nerd. So I mean, that's one match that stood out for me. Some of the dark matches stood out. Obviously, Christy Jane's match. I know her. She's a wrestler. I know. She taught me how to bump. You don't think I'm going to go, whoa, when I see her on, hello. You want to see someone in the wrestling business succeed. You want to see everyone succeed. And you want to celebrate when someone succeeds. You can't let it go to your head. But hey, you did something epic. Congratulations. Doesn't hurt to be nice. Doesn't mean you want to take advantage of me either. But anyways, so that one stood out for me as remembering. Dark match. The Best Friends match was the opener with Orange Cassidy versus Hybrid 2. That was a really good dark match. That really warmed the crowd up pretty good. It was a good warm-up match. Hybrid 2 is always good. Jack Evans is, amazing. Julio, he's good too. But, I mean, just a really good all-around match. I mean, solid match. Great Cassidy spots. I mean, oh my God, the Cassidy spots, I was like, can't wait to see it, where I get to see the actual bits that he was doing. I just saw, because when you're watching an act like Cassidy, or you're watching MJ with the ring, these are things better seen on TV than live, unless you're, ringside, your front row seats, and then you can see it, you can almost, touch them, and in fact, at one point in Corpus, I could have touched someone from Private Party. And trust me, everybody was touching them. It was kind of creepy, disgusting. It's there's I don't understand that, but the whole touch thing, ugh. Anyways, so as I was saying, I mean, that was a really good match. The tag team match between Adam Page and Kenny Omega, you see, it didn't move the storyline for me, so, SCU, I mean, they just put on a good match. I mean, it's just, they put on a good match, but it wasn't it's like after seeing so many 5-star SCU matches, a 4-star is just not as good. It's still a good match. It's just not as good. That type of feeling. It was an average match. I mean, which means it wasn't bad. It was there were some heat spots that they got where SCU was getting heat like crazy. Oh my God, SCU is just amazing. It would if they go heel, they're just going to be friggin' even better. But they're so over. But I mean, they're just you know, that they put on a good match no matter what, you know, it was a good match. Don't get me wrong, it's just, it wasn't as memorable, and there wasn't that many matches, to be honest. It felt like a light show. But the match that stood out the most for me, and it was the hardest match to watch, was Nyla Rose versus Rio. Now, I have mixed feelings about Rio. There are things about Rio I don't like. There are things about Rio I love. When she's wrestling someone her same size, ooh, she puts on a good fight. Her and the girl that lost her teeth against Britt Baker, by the way, Britt Baker promo, when she dropped the Whataburger thing, you could not hear a sound in that place. After that point, she could have said, boof, boof, beak, and we would have been booing her. She had the crowd in her crest or her hand when she did that. Anyways, just another little epic woman's moment, but in it, you know. So, anyways, where was I going with this? So, the Nyla Rose match versus Riho. Like I said, I have mixed feelings about Riho, and it's, you know, they've already had one matchup, and the inaugural Dynamite, Riho fought. They've actually had two matchups. The first time they saw it was at All In, I believe it was, where Riho, Magic Fairy Girl, I like to call her Magic Fairy, I can't remember her name, but she's got like kind of like the little magic fairy tail outfit, and I just love how her little springiness, and you know, and when she and Riho fought, it was really good. In this three-way tag match between Nyla and those two, and Nyla, this was before Nyla really set into the Beast movesets, and Nyla can wrestle. For a person her size, she can wrestle. And it was a great match. I mean, it was a great match. And then, you know, then they did the one on Dynamite, the first Dynamite episode, for the Women's World title shot, and this is before I knew who Nyla Rose was, because this was when I was still like, what is this AEW thing? Let me check this out before I went, oh, it's AEW. This was kind of that, you know, what is this AEW thing? What is this? Like, huh? Orange, like, what is he doing? Huh? That doesn't make sense. Huh? Wow, look at that ref. Kind of feel. I mean, but, so, I was like, oh, so she's some giant beast. Okay, she kind of looks like one and kind of fights like one. And she's been sold as that. I mean, she throws people through tables. So, I mean, she's an out-of-control beast, and she plays it well, and she has the body that looks like it and everything. And, you know, it was typical brain versus brawn, and, you know, brain can, you know, someone who's doesn't think with their strength, thinks with their mind, has to fight with skill, versus someone like me who just can beat the crap out of you with brute strength because of my size, or at least I like big monsters, and Nyla Rose is a big monster. Well, then I found out Nyla Rose was transgender. And this changed completely Nyla Rose for me, because I was like, ooh, who is this Nyla Rose? And, like, I was at first mixed on the fence, and then I saw the Riho match, and I was like, this Nyla Rose, like, this is a monster. Damn, this girl's a monster. Damn. And then I found out she was trans, and I was like, that changed the game for me, because I'm like, the first trans woman is a monster. And it caused me to pause in my tracks. Because the one stereotype we fight is that we are not monsters. We are human beings with feelings. And we've been through a lot of hell to be who we are. And we've given up a lot to be who we are. But you know what? It worked. I was wrong. The second matchup between Nyla and Rose, I saw it live. The crowd was into the match. I mean, to the point where they were complaining that she didn't throw it through a table at the end. I mean, every pinfall, near pinfall, and like the comeback, Nyla Rose and Riho had the crowd, at least where I was sitting, in the palm of her hands. It was that epic a match. And historically, it is an epic match. Because it's the first match where a transgender woman is a reputable women's world champion. And I can get all pedantic about world championships. It's already gotten me into trouble. But anyways, that's a whole different another video of me going for like half an hour ranting about what is a world champ, who is the true world champion, you know, wrestling nerd moments, wrestling history nerd moments. God, if only I could find that epic sparring partner. Anyways, yeah, so I'm just thinking about something I did with Ref Audrey today. Obviously, I didn't get a response, but it was funny. I just do random stuff on Twitter. My Twitter is just me. Oh, that sounds funny. Let's do it. Oh, let's include talent in on it? Sure. It's not like they're going to see it or anything. Oh. Don't say anything insulting. Make sure it's like not insulting. It's positive and uplifting and happy. Anyways, that's my Twitter account. You know? Anyways, God, I'm rambling off because, you know, today someone was asking me, is your Twitter account at work? And I'm like, are you up to promoting something? I'm like, yeah. Yeah. Because she's like, you never tweet. And all of a sudden you're like tweeting like crazy. So anyways, yeah, there's rhyme and reason to my Twitter. And trust me, it makes absolute sense in my mind. But it's the most random collection of random thoughts that I thought up at that moment that I thought was funny. I mean, seriously, I tweeted something about getting a second table knife. Or doing squats. Just doing squats in random places. And then random things happening when I do the squats. But that's, you know, that's entertainment. I'm entertaining myself. You know, anyways, rambling deep thoughts on Maggie. Half the time it's me entertaining myself. I have high standards. So it has to be damn entertaining to entertain me. At least I would think so. You know, not to the standards of friggin' Pops. You want to talk about someone that has high standards, it's Pops. Anyways, it's why you should study at Austin's Academy of Professional Wrestling. it's being taught by a guy who's been teaching wrestling for most of his career. You know? Great teachers come from everything. And that's all I can say. He's a great teacher. He's hard as hell, and he will push you in. When he says gas drills, brace for impact. I don't know how I've survived, how I have not passed out in some of his gas drills. You're digging deep. But it's with intent. He's getting you into shape. He's getting you into a physical shape so that you can wrestle. And he's getting me into a physical shape so that I can referee, so I can be up faster, and, you know, because I'm not rising fast enough. You know, I got to be faster about getting up. Faster, 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 faster. I'm like, Jesus! You know. And so, you know. And he's working on things like that. And here's Richard. I mean, he worked as a ref. He's done plenty of reffing in his life. So, I mean, anyways. Austin's Academy of Professional Wrestling. Best wrestling school, as far as I can tell. Really do a good job. They can take someone like me that's completely out of shape, completely non-athletic, uncoordinated, can barely do the rolls, and get them into some semblance of shape and ring ready. That's a pretty, and teach me some basic moves. Because trust me, you should have saw the first time I did a headlock. I was like, what the hell do I do? Oh my God, the look on their face when I was like, what do I do? Do I like, now it's just like, but man, God. Anyways. But you know what? I'm having fun. I'm having a lot of fun. But anyways, so to finish this thought on, we had the first transgender women's champion with no backlash, as far as I can tell. I haven't seen any. Either Nyla Rose is just deflecting it and taking one for the team. And, you know, I can reach out to Nyla Rose and ask. Because I sure can offer a lot about being trans. And the hits she must be taking must be incredible. Because I haven't seen any visible backlash. But I'm sure she's taking some beatings on Twitter right now. Girl, I'm in your corner. Thank you for representing us. I was wrong about you. You are everything we deserve. You are history. Historic LGBT moment. And an incredible moment in trans wrestling history. Which, let's be honest, does not exactly, Jim Cornette in a dress does not exactly make for a great history. Gorgeous George? No, Gorgeous George was gay. It was more of a gay stereotype. But yeah, Jim Cornette in a dress. I mean, the transgender history of wrestling is like a lot of the history of wrestling. Cringy at times. It's just, it's wrestling. You learn to accept it, or you don't like wrestling. But this is like one of the more historic moments and one of the more epic moments in transgender wrestling history. And finally, we're getting positive moments in history. Not cringeworthy moments anymore, but, you know, not like Santino coming out during the Women's Royal Rumble. Cringeworthy moments. We're getting real epic moments. And Nyla Rose is the pioneer that blazed that trail for people like me that can come behind her. In some ways, I want to tweet her out and say, hey girl, I'm a trans woman, and starting out in the wrestling business, and it'd be nice to talk to someone else that's a fellow sister. But I don't know. Alright? Well, anyways, I'll talk to you later.